Oops. I don't like that glare. Well, hello. As you can see, I'm not in the usual location. I'm back with another off one's chest, and I didn't really know what this was going to be about. I do have a list of things, but today I just I haven't really made one, and I feel like looking at my you guys can't see it, but looking at my computer screen, I want to talk about something that is personal to me on a smaller scale. Maybe when the next time I do this, I'll talk about something you know with some merit, but to me, I feel like if I can get this out, it'll mean a lot when I look back on it. So today I'm going to talk about my journey in the Tekken realm and why getting promoted to Tekken King was so important. And you may have seen me posted around on my socials, and I don't know if you follow them, but I want to tell you why I did I did that for this specific rank, not really any other rank, and why this is really special to me. You know, I started playing Tekken in 2018, the summer of 2018, and it was Tekken 7, and I was just learning how to play after, well, seriously, after, being familiar with Tekken 5 from childhood. And, I had a roommate at the time that was really good at Tekken. Uh, and this is season 1 Tekken, so there are a lot of broken things, but it made it fun to, have a person that, he didn't really think you could beat at all and just kind of like play around, not take the game too seriously. And I have to give him a shout out. His name is Brandon. And he was a Gigas Steve main.
Come here! You're bad at this game! You're so bad!
That also used Lily, I believe. Well, maybe we were just playing around, but he used Lily. And he used somebody else. But mainly it was Gigas and Steve. And I was just kind of playing around with random characters, people that I knew. I remember times where I would use Akuma. Especially in the earlier streams, I should say, when I was streaming on YouTube, where you could see us playing together. I remember playing Akuma, I remember playing King, I remember playing Law, but I always used Hwoarang, and then I later picked up Katarina and Noctis when he came out. I used a little bit of Negan. I tried Marduk and Pakumram, but didn't really like him. I dropped King and didn't use Law because he was not what I was familiar with. And then I got into a space where I learned the game a lot more seriously. I can still have fun, every now and then, but I started hanging out with a group around my area, particularly in Pennsylvania, called Iron Fist Philly, and they were a lot more acclimated with competitive Tekken, and I really didn't know anything about competitive Tekken. I like to watch it. I like to watch Evo and Combo Breaker and things like that, but I could never do all of those things. And I learned combos from YouTube. Like, I remember the channel where it was combo guides, and they told you the notations on the pad, and I never could use a stick, so I'd always use PS4 controller. And I remember that I learned the notations and what the letters mean and what 1, 2, 3, 4 meant. I remember looking up all that stuff and really having a hard time getting a grasp on it until, you know, I like hooked up with these guys every now and then online. I was purely an online player, and I tried my best to do all of the stuff on the YouTube videos and watched a lot of people. And I had one combo, I had one really, really lame combo. If I remember it, it was like, and this was wrong, by the way. I remember it was like back three into down back 4-4 into the forward forward forward, which is Peacekeeper, and that was it.
Fight.
That was the only combo I knew, and I did that for like a year maybe. And ranks, I started from the very bottom all the way to green. I thought getting to green was like a big deal because, you know, like I was like at the same rank as Brandon at the time. Um, but yeah, and then I started participating on online tournaments that they would have. I would do like go into people's lobbies and stuff. Like I would do with Smash. Like I was a Smash player before, so transitioning to another game that was supposedly harder was something I was looking forward to. So, especially since I was playing both at the same time, I was a lot better at Smash 4 than I was at Tekken 7. And, to get through the meat and potatoes, I've struggled a lot with the Tekken 7, especially through the seasons to come with more characters and knowing more knowledge about the game and getting higher in rank. I've broken controllers, I've quit rank matches so many times, I've, busted my TV. I threw my console outside, like I broke my console, I broke my game, I had to buy a new one, then I had to buy a digital copy. I played on PC, broke the PC. Um, like I've spent a lot of money reinstalling the game. I've quit the game, uninstalled the game, deleted the save data, only to reinstall the game and start from scratch. Like I've done the data deletion thing, started all the way at the bottom, where I lose all my custom characters, lose all my skins, lose all my data. Really only wanted to do like Tekken Bowl and casual matches. There was a time where I was in a love-hate relationship with this game, and I just struggled to really want to be at the top, really be where those people that I played with at Iron Fist Philly were like, would see me as like a good player. And at this time I was like high blue, low purple, or no, high purple, low blue. So I was in between Eternal Ruler and Fujin, and I remember when I got Fujin the first time, it was like a relief. You know what I'm saying? Because Tekken 7 ranks were a lot harder to achieve. Even in the red ranks were tough. Like season 1, season 2 red ranks, like it mattered. Okay, and then you had the broken characters. Like I mean, I let me count the waves. Like you had Geese, you had Akuma, you had Asuka, who is broken. I don't care what anybody says. Asuka, you had you had Claudio, Steve, you had Devil Jin. Um, oh my God! Like, and then Anna came in the game. Then Lei was in the game. Oh, it was a nightmare, bro. So then, getting demoted multiple times, getting ranked up, doing death matches, people quitting on me when I'm about to get promoted, Paul, not being able to break Paul throws, not knowing frame traps. It was a nightmare. So then when Tekken 8 comes around, and Tekken 7 had, lasted for, the game came out like 2015, I think. And it ended around 2023. So my goal towards the end of Tekken 7's lifespan was to get to um, Tekken Emperor, but actually it was to get my name, because in Tekken 7, for those who don't know, Tekken 7, when they updated it a lot towards Season 4, your name colors would change the higher your rank was. And the next color for my name was purple. And that meant like you were at a really good rank. And Tekken prowess was added, so when you hit a certain Tekken prowess, it would change, and I was really close. And my goal was to get to that purple name slash emperor by the start of Tekken 8, which came out January 2024. So unfortunately, I didn't get there. The highest rank I achieved was Yakuza, and that's like the third. I think that's like the last blue rank before you get to Emperor. And I got that with Noctis. And then I got to Raijin with Katarina. I got to Raijin with Hwoarang. And then I just kind of balanced the two. And then I stopped playing because I never reached my goal. And I was like very disappointed because I really wanted it. I was really good at Tekken 7 towards the end. So then Tekken 8 comes out. I play the demo. It's fun. You go through the honeymoon stage of like it's a new game, better graphics, it's a great story, whatever. Love the story, but the heat mechanics, hated it. No more rage drives. Like I thought rage drives were smart. It lets you choose between using a rage art and applying pressure with a rage drive. You know, I don't know. It's just the game was different. I didn't like it. They took a lot of things out. They changed some things, changed some moves. They, nerfed some characters, especially my character. Um, you know, Backlash doesn't spin anymore. Um, Peacekeeper isn't a like a plus move. You know, things like that. Um, so I didn't really have a real good start to the game. Like I barely played it. I really loved the story. I did the story like in one day. I streamed it. I did all the extra stuff, made my avatar, did the ghost battle thing, whatever. But then, I get to online and it's rain after another. It's, you know, all the hard characters that were swag are now easier to play, so now you don't really have to think. Heat, people just pop heat willy nilly, and there's a lot of damage. You got floor blasts. I just really didn't like it, so I decided to just not really play at all. I think the rank that I was at was like warrior, and I never touched it for months. And then start playing at the locals. I'm doing pretty well. I couldn't keep the success of the Tekken 7 wins locally, especially at Raise the Bar. So, yeah. Bears, guard breaks. They added Heihachi back, which I thought was stupid. The Tekken 7 ended perfectly with him dying. So there are a lot of things, a lot of complaints that I had. So I went back to Smash Ultimate for a bit. But then fast forward to now, and I played ranked here and there, did the same thing. I hated it, got demoted, quit the game, deleted my data, reinstalled it, did all these things like I did. I know, I broke a controller or two, but I didn't break any consoles. I didn't break any TVs or anything like that. I just was really frustrated about playing this game. And then the characters that they were adding was not exciting. Like season 1 is over now. They added all original characters back. Eddie, Heihachi, Lydia, and then you got Clive, which I thought was going to be like another Noctis, but it wasn't. He just became a more broken Final Fantasy character. I hate Lydia's because they just do random stuff. Eddie was always annoying. Heihachi came back and he has more stuff added to him. So everybody complained about Tekken 7, but now look at what you have now. So, but something, for some reason, season 2 is coming out and they made this press like video season thing, a Tekken Talk they called it, about what's gonna happen. And I watched it and I saw that they were gonna reset ranks. And I had a little bit of time as more of a last chance to accomplish the goal that I set in Tekken 7, because at this point in time I'm in the high blues, like I'm still playing. I said that I was gonna stop at Bushin because I was in Raijin or Kishin, whatever they call it, and I wanted to get out of Kishin, and I was like, that's it. I think I'm good. I don't need to play ranked anymore. Then they did this Tekken Talk video, and I was like, I was one rank away from achieving it, and I haven't played in months. I feel like I can do it. I don't have that much time, so by the time if I do get it, the rank's gonna reset, and I'm gonna be in like Fujin anyway. But the thing is, they give you this banner that says Season 1 Tekken King or whatever rank you were at. And I just thought that was going to be the best, like, nail in the coffin as to like, you know what? If I can get that and prove that that I got there before they, reset ranks and stuff, I would be happy. And that's why it was a big deal to me, because it took me 7 years. It took me 7 years to finally feel like I am good at this game. At least among my peers. Like everyone that I used to play with and like ask for advice when I was just starting up, like Afro and uh Fat Boy, and then Z-Man. There was a one Lee player that was so good. I forget his name. I really hate that I forget his name. There was a bunch of other people. Axel, Big Dame. Like, I mean, all these people they don't even know me like on a personal level, but I see them like on the high brackets and stuff with their ranks near their characters, especially online. And I wanted to be like where they're at, so where they can see me and see my rank and be like, okay, he's a good player. And now, after 7 years, I finally reached it, and I made that video where I'm beating Yoshi. I lost the first round, and I was like, this is a promo, I can't, and I got a 3 round straight, and I screenshotted it. I made it my computer cover. Maybe I'll show you right there. Yeah, it's my computer cover. I put it on Instagram. I put it on my Discord. I put it on my Twitter. Like, I put it everywhere because like no one knows how long I've been trying to do this, and it may seem easy to some others, but when your first introduction to esports wasn't Tekken, but it was another game. For me, it was Smash Bros. But let's say it was like Street Fighter or Dragon Ball or something like that, and then you try to do something new, learn from scratch, fail, 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 and then you finally reach the goal. Not as fast as you thought you were going to, but you eventually do it. And I will never forget this day because I remember where I started, and I remember when I said that I wanted to reach this. I remember it too. I was in my last apartment. Well, not my last apartment, but my when I was still a student, the school housing. Um, so I was, you know, living there, and I was like, I really want to get to Tekken Emperor, you know, um, and I did it. So I feel proud to say that I accomplished a goal, and despite giving up multiple times, I decided to still come back until the job was finished. You know, just like Kobe, he said, "Job's not finished." So the job is finished, and I feel like I needed to express that to you guys. So that's today's episode. Thank you for stopping by.